Hey, it's Yassine here, and in this video, I'm going to walk you through how we close $2,000 to $60,000 high-ticket real estate offers or programs, primarily over email or live chat. And so in this example, I'm going to show you how we closed sales for a 3-day virtual Zoom workshop that we were selling at the time for 2,500 or 6 payments of 450, 4 monthly payments of 450 now. But before we dive into the actual example, I just want to give you a quick overview of our sales and marketing process that we use over email. So we've boiled down, we 80-20 the strategy session, the webinar to a strategy session funnel, and we do it all over email. And we do it in 3 simple steps, in 3 emails. Email number 1 is what we call a T1 email. And a T1 email is basically a hand raiser. This goes to, this is a broadcast email, or it could be an autoresponder, right? It doesn't matter. This is a broadcast or an autoresponder email that goes to the entire list or to a small segment of the list. So this could go, so we have partners who are doing phone strategy sessions, and they're converting 5, 10, 15% of those who are scheduling strategy sessions, but they've got like 90% of those leads who are not converting. So what they do is they pass them on to us, and then we turn them into $2,000 to $60,000 sale, and we only get paid on results. So what we do is, for instance, in this case, if we were like mailing a certain segment, right, we would be mailing unconverted strategy sessions, or maybe people who attended a webinar but didn't buy, or people who bought a low ticket offer, like a $7, $97, $500, a medium ticket offer, and then we come in and we upgrade them to higher ticket offers, right? Or it could be people who attended a live event but didn't buy, right? So there are a lot of different scenarios and a lot of different segmentation we get into when we work with a partner. But let's just keep it simple for now, and let's assume that we're sending this email to the whole list. So this is what we call a T1 email in our T3 process. This is step 1 in our process, a T1 email, and this is a hand raiser. And the call to action on this email is to reply back for information. So basically, an email might go like, hey, Yassine here. I'm putting together a group of investors to help them get bulk packages, working with asset managers that they can turn into $10,000, $50,000 potentially deals. We're getting started on Monday, and I'm looking to work with a small group of investors to get them, connect them with asset managers at local banks to start getting bulk packages and closing deals. Would you like to join us? If so, reply back to this email. So obviously this is off the cuff, bumbling my way through it, but just to give you a quick example, and we're going to go through a real example in a second. So this is the kind of email, for instance, we would send now. Typically we use a lot of storytelling, we use a lot of metaphors, right? So we keep it entertaining, but I'm just giving you a straight cut email copy here. So once we send the email broadcast and we ask people to reply back, so people who are interested and reply back, right? They'll be replying back asking for more details. So what we have here is we have a live salesperson. This is the best I can do during a live salesperson. So this is a live salesperson who's manning all of the conversations or all the inquiries that are coming in, and he or she, they're replying back to all these prospects. So then once someone comes in and say, hey, I'm interested in getting more details, then we send them the T2. And the way you want to think about the T2, the T2 is a qualifier. Just like you would have on a strategy session form, you would have all these bunch of questions to make sure that these people qualify for your program, and to extract some sales insight and data so you can use that on your phone conversations to close them. So we do the same thing here, but the only difference is we do it in an email rather than sending them to a phone strategy session. So once we send them the T2 and they qualify, then we send them the T3. And the T3, really what it is, it's a sales letter in an email. Typically This is not like, you know, a 50-page sales letter. You know, we'd like to keep these up to, you know, up to 9 page, 10 pages. Sometimes it's a little bit longer. It depends on how warm the list is, and how familiar the list is with the offer, how aware, how offer aware is the list. But we either include it in the actual email, we send them the pitch in the actual email, or we send them to a Google document. So we don't use any fancy sales pages, webinars, or we don't typically. I'm not against that, right? But we typically try to keep it as simple as possible. If we can't sell someone, if we can't enroll someone into an offer with just a Google Doc, right? No whiz-bang funnel is going to fix that. Because at the end of the day, what it all comes down to is prospect or market to offer match, right? Matching the right prospects with the right offer at the right time. So if we can't sell someone into a program using a Google Doc, right? Chances are there's no way we can enroll them with a whiz-bang funnel or a Frankenstein funnel, right? So anyway, the T3 is basically a sales pitch. It's all about the offer. So we don't do like, you know, headline, and I'll show you an example in a second. We don't do like a headline and lead and sales argument and all of that. We just skip all of that and go straight to the offer. And then once we send them, so we include, right, here's what we're going to get done. Here's what we're going to work on together. Here's the price. Here's the guarantee. Here are the bonuses. If you'd like to join us, just reply back to the email, I'm in. So then if they're in, we just literally send them a link to the checkout, to a bare bone checkout form. So this is buy now, right? They fill out the form with their credit card information, and then they go to thank you page. This is literally the whole funnel. This is the whole funnel. We keep it simple. If we can't sell an offer with a simple process like this, there's something off, right? And we need to dial in the offer, or change the who, or change the offer itself. Now, if you're wondering what is a T1, T2, T3 stand for, so we use golf as a metaphor for sales. And so this is tap number 1, tap number 2, tap number 3. So we're always tapping people, right, closer and closer to the hole to eventually tap them into the hole. So that's where it comes from. Tap, tap, tap. All right. So now that we went, you know, I gave you an overview of how we do this. Let me walk you through a real example here. So this is an example of the 3-day virtual bootcamp where we were showing people, or our prospects, our clients, how to close bulk packages, bulk deals. So this is the broadcast email, closing bulk deals with multiple cash buyers. Like, how would you close a bulk deal with a cash buyers? That was like an objection that we got. And so we took that and then sent it as a broadcast email. And this is the email. Hey, Jason here, all of this, the good stuff. You know, would you, you know, and then here's the call to action. Would you like to join us? Please reply back to this email, right? And I'll send you all the details. So Julio here came in and said, DDP info, looking forward to hearing back with info regarding bulk property packages, right? So this was the T1. Hit apply to the T1. Awesome. So now let's move forward and show you what we did. Hey, so great to hear from you. My name is Randy. Randy is my sales guy, right, on the team. And man, oh man, we've been busy over here. Jason got his hands full, so I'm helping him out. So we're getting ahead of the objection, right? We're getting ahead of it. That it's not Jason, right? It's me, Randy. And this is where we ask them all of these questions, right? Where we're qualifying them, right? Have you already closed on deals before, or are you looking to close your first deal? So it's very important for us that these guys have closed deals before, because, you know, doing bulk packages is not like a walk in the park, right? They need to have some experience. Otherwise, these asset managers are just not going to take them seriously. So other than getting discounted deals from asset managers, if you were to work with Jason, what outcome would make you happy? We're trying to extract their currency. What are they really buying, right? People don't buy products. People buy outcomes. So what is he really buying? Is he buying his way out of a job? Is he, you know, what is he buying? You know, retiring his wife? Is he buying? What is he buying? Right? What is he buying? And so why is now the right time for you? We're looking for like getting a sense of the context. And is there a sense of urgency, or is this guy just want some details, right? Because it's very important for us that we deal with people who are ready to go right now. We don't try to wrestle people. We don't try to pressure them, right? If they're not ready to go, if they're like far from the hole, right? If they're like, hey, can you send me some references, or how can I trust you, right? If someone is like at that stage, hey, and they're not asking buying questions, right? We just send them back to marketing and say, hey, right now we're looking to enroll folks who are ready to get started. Looks like, you need a little bit more time. So we'll be sending more notes about this. Feel free to reach back whenever you're ready to go. And then this is where we're qualifying for time, right? There will be 2 to 3 hours a day. Can you realistically invest 2 to 3 hours a day to get bulk packages? So we send them this, and then he came back, right? Yes, I'm actually a real estate broker, selling properties for and to others, right? So great. So he qualifies. Getting discount from asset will be great, and learning any additional will be fantastic. Why not? I love real estate, but finding deals has not been easy. Okay, perfect. So we took that, right? We personalized this response, and in this scenario, we had the pitch in a Google Doc right here. So nothing fancy, guys. We just send people to a Google Doc, and basically, hey, this is what we say. Hey, it's Jason here. I'm getting together with a small group of investors to help them get their first or next property under contract with the asset managers, so they can flip and right? All of that good stuff. So is this proven to work? This is where we overcome objections. Now, this was the first time we're releasing this offer. So we had to so this was longer than, this letter was longer than we'd like it to, but this was a cold list that wasn't mailed before, or for a while. That wasn't mailed for a while. So we had to lean a little bit more on sales here. So this is basically it, right? So how much the price is, right? All the details, how much the investment is. It's $2,500 deposit, and then $3,500 after you make $18,000 in deals. Right? This is in this case study somewhere on the page. I explain why we did this pricing structure, and then we had a payment plan for the deposit, 6 payments of $450. We had some guarantees, and then hey, if you've read the questions above and meet the requirements, just reply back, I'm in. Very simple, isn't it? And sure enough, boom, he replied back, I'm in. Perfect. So then we asked him, hey, I'll let Jason know you're joining us. There's one payment of $2,500, and there are 6 payments of $450. Which one would you like? Currently, I will go with the 6 monthly payments. And then we like, okay, great. We're going to be thrilled to have you join us. We have a rule over here. We don't send out enrollment info unless you're totally sure. So I just want to make sure, are you 100% ready to get started right now? Because typically, for whatever reason, people just want us to send them the details. And they typically have an objection, but they don't come forward with it. So our goal here is to get the truth on the table, right? Are you ready to get started, right? Or do you have any concerns or objections? Because it's very important for us to address it ahead of time. So he said, yes, I'm 100% sure. So, and we said, Julio, awesome. We're honored to work with you. Here are your next steps. Please take care of the investment. Click here to get started. So this would send them to a bare bone checkout page where they would pay, and boom, here we go. I'm also looking forward to working with you. I did go ahead and pay the $450. Bam. So this is, in a nutshell, guys, how we close these sales, anywhere from $2,000 to $60,000 sales. And we do it all on performance basis. Basically, we do all the work. I put my own money, my own time, and my team's time, and we do all the work to fill up our partners' coaching programs with premium clients and add $50,000, $100,000 a month in revenue, and we only get paid on results. So I hope you found this case study helpful. Now, we're typically booked 3 months ahead, so I don't have spots available to you if you're considering joining us. But feel free to reach out, and we can have a conversation and see how I can help you, or maybe even schedule something in the next quarter. for us to work on together. So with that said, I'll talk to you soon.